Of the red-tailed hawk, one of the largest hawks we have in Pennsylvania. And again, what do they do for a living? The red-tailed hawk. Same thing as the owl, right? Big, strong feet. We can make some guesses about that. Big, strong foot, needle-sharp claws, big hooked beak. But there's a difference. These animals, unlike the foxes who lived in different habitats, these animals, even though they eat the same food, use the same tools, do the same job in the natural community, they can both live in the same habitat and not directly fight or compete with one another. How does nature provide for that? Anybody know? I know you know, so I'll just say it. They work different shifts. The hawk works the day shift, the owl works the night shift. They do the same job, use the same tools, but they work in different shifts. In our communities, we have places, factories and other places, stores, that work shift work. The employees work shift work. And the reason they do that is because the store can stay open all day long or all night long. In the factories, they can produce twice as much product and employ twice as many people. And again, it gives jobs to twice as many people. And the more jobs, hey, the better, right? And that's the way it is in the natural community. By allowing these animals to be active and do their job at different times of the day and night, nature provides jobs for twice as many, or twice as many, maybe 3 times as many species. And that's important for the reasons we talked about, or we drive down here.
Yeah, I heard that. Skull 18. Oh, look, here's 1, 2, 3. There's yours. I don't want to cheat yet. That's a
I don't know. I mean,
box. Quick box? Box?
Yeah. All the
Awesome. No, not the awesome. It's a chicken.
You want to pick one up, make sure you know what number it is, and take it somewhere else. Just return it. I know it's crowded over there. Yeah, I think we're going to you can probably put it in.
Really want to take the sticker home with me. Put it on the den wall.
Oh, I
I'm ready to try this thing right now.
The feet was designed.
Yeah, look at these. I don't want these big. I'm just gonna look up for this
Mitchell, are you like interested in this type of stuff? Is
Just come to this class.
What if this was my... Nice to meet you. Yeah, I don't know why.
Look at those talents.
Elk is those.
The elk is that big.
That's what I meant to say. I've seen an elk before, but I've never seen moose like in a while. I've seen it, but there's something. I don't know. That thing they're all fancy on food.
No, those are elk.
Alright, that's what I thought.
So that
Is there reindeer there too?
They do have a buffalo, right?
Wait, there? There.
Yeah, by Mifflinburg.
Would use and what niche or what job it would do in the natural community. That's kind of what we're trying to get across here. So, for example, this is number 2. This is number 2. And anybody take a guess what that was? Did anybody write down anything?
Alex said possum.
A possum, well, that's a good guess. A possum is a carnivore, and this is a carnivore, but it shows you're thinking I'm proud of you, but it's not the right thing. Fox, right. This is a skull of a red fox. Now, we have different foxes, right? This is the skull of a red fox. What might he do? How would he use these tools?
Yeah, and I'm going to put a picture of these organisms up behind Mr. Shmader,
Oh, yeah,
just in case you don't know what the organisms are. That way you can see kind of what they look like.
So this is the fox, and a lot of people, I mean, this is the actual skull of a red fox. And what they do. Did somebody want to volunteer or say what they do? Or you know what they do for a living? Their job is to hunt for, catch, and eat other animals. They're a carnivorous animal, and they're a predator. So they look for prey species. They've done some studies where they take dead foxes that were killed for one reason or another, and they cut them open and see what they have inside their stomachs. And they found out that over 90% of what a fox eats is rodents, small mice and voles and shrews and stuff like that. So mice, you know, they reproduce really fast. A mouse will have babies, and then its babies and babies will have babies, and its babies will have babies in a very, very short period of time, just a matter of a few weeks. So if we didn't have foxes and other critters, and we'll be talking about some of them, that hunt and eat these mice, what might happen? What do you think might happen? Overpopulation. The overpopulation. Very good. Overpopulation. And so that's what this is a relationship, predator-prey relationship. Lots of people don't understand it. That's what their job is. It seems cruel, you know, when we see the lion jumping on the zebra or whatever. But I mean, that's the way nature is, and that's the way these animals make a living. And how do they help us? Well, the mouse eats the same things we do. So if there was tons and tons of mice here eating the crops out here in the fields all over, we wouldn't have anything to eat. And and neither would any of these other critters. So the job of capturing and eating a lot of these mice is important, not just to this here red fox who makes a living that way, but to us, because they're helping us to survive, actually. And they even benefit the mice they're eating. How might that be? How might they benefit the mouse population? Anybody have an idea? Okay, less competition. Very good. What's another way? You know, if a mouse isn't very attentive, you know, if he's daydreaming and not paying attention, he's the one that the fox is going to catch first. Or if maybe the mouse is a little sickly and can't function properly, he's the one that the mouse or the fox will catch first, because they're not as alert and not as able to escape. So consequently, that mouse is taken out of the gene pool, and the mouse genetics are improved because only the more alert, healthier mice survive. Right. So that's that's an important thing in the natural community, and it's important to us because of the reasons we stated more than once. Now this is the skull. Oh, where's do you want to get the gray one?
I thought that.
Oh no, this is a red one.
No.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is a coyote. While she's getting the gray fox, this is called coyote. Now coyote looks a lot. The skull looks a lot like this is number one, by the way, if you were guessing. Coyote looks a lot like a fox and does the same similar job, but he can eat a little bigger animals like fawn deer and so on like that. So it's just like not all carpenters in our communities, not all builders build the same thing. Some people build houses, some people build kitchen cabinets or whatever. And they both use similar tools and do a similar job, but the jobs are a little different and actually benefit one another, right? Because nobody wants a house without a kitchen, nobody wants a kitchen without a house. So one actually benefits the other. If I build a house and you're a kitchen cabinet builder, why, hey, you're going to like that because somebody's going to want a kitchen and I'll hire you to do the house. So these animals actually help one another. There's a term for that. Do you remember what? Symbiotic or? Yeah. Symbiosis. So they actually benefit one another in what they're doing out here in the community. And again.
So if they're both benefiting one another, that's called mutualism.
Okay, mutualism. Okay, I knew there was some term. But that's the deal here with the coyote.
If you guys want to pass, I mean, if he does lay on the desk, if you want to pass him back and then sit him back on the back counter. If you don't want to touch him, it's fine.
I'll give it to you. Okay, now this is the skull of a red fox, and this is the skull of another fox, which is what? The gray fox. We have gray fox here. Oh, she has a coyote up there now. Do you have a picture of the gray fox?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so
Maybe I
now,
could get a helper.
yeah.